Hi there, my name is Anissa Meddeb. I'm a Tunisian fashion designer. I grew up in Tunis and Paris and then moved to New York to pursue a fashion design education at Parsons School for Design. I interned for Marc Jacobs and then I worked for Outdoor Voices, and in 2016 I launched my own label, ANISSA AIDA. So the initial concept of my brand is a visual dialogue between Tunisia and Japan. So I like to draw references from both of these cultures. There are also some key elements, signature elements, that I always incorporate in my collections, like the use of stripes that are reminiscent of the pattern on the futa fabrics. Futas are traditional hammam towels. I also use a lot of blue because blue reminds me of the Mediterranean Sea. And I like to start every collection with a concept in mind. So recently I worked on a collection that I was inspired by the Japanese concept of wabi-sabi. Wabi-sabi is a concept of looking for beauty through imperfections. So I've launched my brand just about 3 years ago. I get a lot of feedbacks from my clients, and I love to always improve my products based on that feedback. So it's really helpful whenever I get feedback. When I was at Parsons, there were a lot of Asian students, and they got me really aware of Asian street style fashion that I loved. And then during art history classes, we learned about the work of amazing Japanese designers like Issey Miyake, Reikawa Kubo, and I was really impressed. So I started doing research, and what I realized is that there are many similarities between traditional designs from Tunisia and Japan, like in the textures, in the colors, in the cuts. For example, if you look at Tunisian traditional sarouel pants, they look very similar to the pants worn by Japanese samurai. Same thing goes for Tunisian traditional burnous. It looks very similar to the pattern of Japanese kimonos. So I recently started a program in an incubator called The Camp. It's near Aix-en-Provence, and it's really nice because it focuses on giving you the tools to be a social or eco-entrepreneur. So I'm going back and forth Tunisia and Aix-en-Provence. I'm still coming to Tunisia because I have work here. I'm continuing my production. This week I'm launching my winter collection in stores here. And I'm also working on a few collaborations. So for example, on Friday, we presented a collaborative performance that was part of an exhibition organized by the Goethe Institute for the 100 years of the Bauhaus. So we got inspired by the costumes and the parties during the Bauhaus, and we did a collaborative performance with architect Hassan Jajli. That also has a brand producing lamps. So we were wearing the lamps, and it was some kind of crazy runway. To be honest, I don't really have a morning routine because the schedule of every day depends on what I need to get done. But I like to start my days by reading some inspiring articles, whether in fashion or the news or whatever, and then catching up on my emails, and then I start on doing some creative design things. My favorite spot in Tunis? Oh, I really like the rooftop of the Darajeld Hotel in the Medina.